Some men trade kingdoms for love. Matthias Verne traded love to become king. 11 p.m., sub-level parking, fluorescent hum. He's standing in a $12,000 suit, holding a folder that could end a dynasty. Zara's taillights disappear up the ramp. Red, fading, gone. The elevator to the penthouse is waiting. Upstairs, Gideon Hale, dying, oxygen tank, contract on the nightstand. Marry Leora, become CEO, bury the expose, save 10,000 jobs. Lose the only woman who ever saw him as a man instead of a resume. His phone vibrates. Leora Hale. He doesn't answer. The elevator door is still open. 48 hours ago, he thought he could have everything. Now he's learning what everything costs. 48 hours earlier. Hale Industries, 52nd floor. 16 executives in a room that smells like coffee and consequence. Matthias Verne sits 3 seats from the head of the table, where Gideon Hale used to sit before cancer made stairs impossible. A VP is pitching a restructure. Cut Memphis, consolidate Kansas City, automate everything. Matthias doesn't let him finish. You cut Memphis, you lose union goodwill in 3 states. Kansas City can't handle the overflow. Your ROI model's off by 40%. The VP sits down. No rebuttal. The door opens. Gideon's assistant, Pearls, 60-something, the kind of woman who's buried 4 CEOs and outlasted them all. Mr. Verne, he wants you, now. Lenox Hill, private wing, $15,000 a night. Matthias walks past rooms where wealth tries to insulate people from death. It never works. Suite 4207, corner view, Central Park below. Gideon Hale in a bed that costs more than most cars. Gray skin, oxygen tube, eyes still sharp as a margin call. Activist investors are circling. Palliser Capital. They'll carve us up, sell the parts. 10,000 jobs gone. He slides a folder across the blanket. You marry Leora. I name you CEO. Signal continuity. Save the company. And if I say no, then I sell to the vultures myself. At least I'll die knowing I chose the terms. Matthias picks up the folder. Pages of legalese. Leora's name. CEO succession. Contingent on marriage. 90 days. Does she know? She suggested it. Matthias leaves the folder on the chair, walks to the door. You think you're special. You're not. But you're competent. And competence is rarer than you'd think. That same night, Queens, 3rd floor walk-up. Matthias's Audi doesn't belong here. German engineering on a street where neighbors know your name, and the bodega sells Lucy's for $1. He climbs the stairs. 3 knocks. Their code. The door opens. 450 square feet. Exposed brick. Thrifted furniture. Bookshelves made from milk crates. Zara Chin is on the floor, surrounded by documents like a general planning a siege. Leftover Thai food. Red pen in her teeth. Laptop open. Point 6. She doesn't look up. Tell me I'm crazy. Matthias sits beside her, close enough that their knees touch. She shows him the web. Pension liabilities, shell entities, exec bonuses, gutted retirement funds. And then he sees it. A 3-year-old memo. His signature at the bottom. She doesn't notice. She's 5 pages deeper, chasing money through Cayman accounts. I need a source inside, someone who'll confirm the shell companies. He knows the names. He helped build the whole structure. Instead of answering, he kisses her. Don't distract me when I'm this close. 90 minutes later, she's asleep, leaning against his shoulder, files in her lap. He hasn't moved in 2 hours. His phone vibrates. Leora Hale. 3 texts. Father said you'd consider. Revised timeline. Call me when you're ready. Zara stirs against his shoulder. Her hand tightens on his. He silences the phone. Slips it back into his pocket. He doesn't move. Not for another hour. Not until her alarm goes off at 6 and she wakes, apologizing for falling asleep. He tells her it's fine. He tells her he didn't mind. And before she comes back from the bathroom, he takes the memo with his signature, folds it, slides it into his jacket pocket. Per se, Columbus Circle, midday. The kind of restaurant where the silverware costs more than most people's rent. Leora Hale is already seated. Mineral water, no ice, no menu. Armani dress, her mother's pearls. Back straight as architecture. She doesn't stand when Matthias arrives. Power move. My father thinks marriage will make you loyal and make me palatable to the board. I think it's medieval, but I also think it might work. She's been running operations for 9 years, knows the company better than anyone. But she has the wrong chromosome for a corner office in their eyes. The board will never vote a single woman into the CEO seat. They'll bring in some McKinsey vulture who'll gut us for quarterly optics. But a married daughter? Suddenly I'm continuity. What if I'm in love with someone else? Then you're luckier than most people in our tax bracket. But luck doesn't save companies. She slides a folder across the table. Palliser Capital's projections. 10,000 jobs, gone in 18 months. They're not trying to run the company. They're trying to strip it. Our people are line items in a liquidation model. She leans forward. First, real emotion. My father's dying. I'm about to lose the only parent I have. And the board is planning how to erase me the moment he's gone. This isn't about love, Matthias. It's about survival. She stands, meeting over. Drops a black Amex on the table without looking at the bill. I don't need you to love me, Matthias. I need you to show up. She walks toward the exit, confident, alone, carrying an empire on shoulders that were never supposed to bear it. Matthias sits at the table, the folder in front of him. 10,000 jobs. Zara's face in his mind. Leora's pearls disappearing through the door. 6 p.m. Matthias returns to Hale Industries. Leora's folder under his arm, her words in his head. I don't need you to love me. I need you to show up. He rounds the corner toward his office and stops. Zara, sitting in the lobby chair outside his door. Jeans, blazer, visitor badge. Out of place in this cathedral of expensive suits. I got a tip. Hale's using a Cayman entity, Bluestone Holdings, to hide exec bonuses. If I can prove it, the whole board goes down. Matthias recognizes the structure. He should. He built it. I need you to get me an email thread. Just one. Anything with Gideon's name and Bluestone. He's running scenarios. If he says no, she'll suspect. If he says yes, Gideon's deal evaporates. If he stalls, if you publish this and you're wrong, your career is over. I'm not wrong. I just need proof. She crosses to his side of the desk, touches his hand. You're the one who told me to chase this story. I'll see what I can do. She exhales, smiles, relief. Kisses him. You're the only good man in that building. I love you. I love you too. The door closes. He's alone. He pulls out his phone, types a message to IT security. Flag any queries from Zara Chin related to Bluestone Holdings. Route alerts to my personal. His thumb hovers. 3 seconds that feel like hours. He hits send. 9 p.m., Lenox Hill, private wing. Matthias returns to Gideon's suite. More machines now. IV stand, heart monitor. Gideon's skin the color of old newspaper, but his eyes are sharp. Close the door. I'm moving the wedding to 8 weeks. My doctors say I have 12, maybe 10. Matthias steps closer. I haven't agreed yet. You will. Because the alternative is 10,000 people losing their livelihoods. But there's a problem. There's a journalist, Zara Chin. She's sniffing around Bluestone Holdings. If she publishes, the takeover accelerates. We lose all leverage. You're fucking her, aren't you? Matthias doesn't answer. Doesn't need to. Then you have 2 options. Break her heart or bury her story. I don't care which. What if I take CEO without the marriage? There is no other way. The board needs theater. And if the journalist publishes before the wedding, there's no story to tell, just a scandal and a corpse. Matthias turns back to the bed. If I do this, you guarantee the CEO appointment. In writing. Already done. He extends his hand. Matthias steps forward. They shake. Good man. Matthias leaves. Door closes. Midnight. His apartment. Dark. He's sitting on the edge of his bed, phone in his hand. Zara's contact open. Her photo, the call button. His thumb hovers. He doesn't call. He sets the phone face down. Screen goes dark. The parking garage, 11 p.m. Zara's taillights climbing the ramp. Red, fading, gone. The elevator to the penthouse is waiting. He presses the button. The doors close. The double life begins. Morning, Connecticut, tuxedo fitting. Matthias stands on a pedestal, 3 mirrors reflecting 3 versions of himself. The tailor marks chalk lines. Leora reviews seating charts. Your mother, where did you want her? Front, left side. No warmth, just logistics. The machinery of dynasty. The tailor tugs his sleeve. Leora glances up. You've lost weight. Busy month. As long as you show up on the day, I don't care where you sleep. Night. Alphabet City. Dive bar. Zara reads her draft aloud, pen in hand, beer half gone. Executives protected their bonuses. Workers lost their retirements. Better? Better. This is why I love you. You think like they do. He's teaching her to hunt him. She closes her laptop. My editor's pushing for publication in 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Right before the wedding. She doesn't know about the wedding. Jeweler, platinum ring, no diamond. Leora, I don't need the theater. Zara's apartment. She falls asleep on his shoulder. His phone buzzes. Text from Leora. He deletes it. Hospital suite. Gideon's weaker. Matthias updates him. The journalist is chasing dead ends. Zara's bed, post-coital, her head on his chest. I love you. 3 seconds of silence. I love you too. He means it, but he's already chosen the other path. Would you have said it if you knew it was the last honest thing you'd ever tell her? 2 a.m. His car, parked outside her building. Phone buzzes. Leora. Rehearsal dinner Friday. Keep it under 3 minutes. He looks up. Zara's window. Lights off. He types, confirmed. Sends it. His reflection in the rearview mirror. A hairline crack across the glass, splitting his face in 2. 4 p.m. Overcast. Rain starting. Zara's in her cubicle, phone pressed to her ear, pacing, notebook in hand. "And you're willing to go on the record?" The voice on the other end, muffled, anxious, but real. "I can protect you. Shield law. But this is 10,000 people. Their retirements. You'd be a hero." She listens, nods. "Send the emails to my encrypted drop. Thank you. Seriously." She hangs up. Stands there, shaking slightly. The source is real. The story is real. 5 p.m. She's walking through the rain, 3 blocks, coffee shop, phone already dialing. It rings. Matthias answers. "I got it. The source, a Hale accountant. He's sending me the emails tonight." 2 seconds of silence. Then, "What exactly did he give you?" "Email threads. Gideon signed off on pension transfers 6 months before the rumors. He knew." Matthias sits in his office, 52nd floor, storm clouds gathering. "Are you sure the source is credible? This could end your career if you're wrong." "Why are you defending him?" The question cuts, confusion shifting to suspicion. "I'm not defending him. I'm defending you." "You told me to chase this story. So what changed?" "Nothing. I don't want you to get hurt. I'm publishing in 3 weeks, right before earnings calls, front page." 3 weeks, 4 days before the wedding. She doesn't know about the wedding. "You sound scared." "I'm not scared." "You sound like you know something." 5 seconds of rain, then, "I don't. I have to go." She hangs up, before he can respond. First crack in her trust. If someone you loved started sounding like a stranger, how long would you wait before asking why? 6 p.m., his office, rain streaking the windows. He hasn't turned on the lights. He opens his texts, scrolls to Leora, types, "Can we talk? Tonight?" Sends. Thunder rolls closer. Rain hammers the glass. His phone buzzes. Leora. "Father's suite, 8 p.m. He's running out of moves. Lightning. White. Blinding. 8 p.m. The storm in full force. Matthias arrives at Lenox Hill, soaked. No umbrella. He walked the last 6 blocks because sitting still felt like drowning. Suite 4207. Door half open. Warm light spilling out. He pushes it open. Gideon's unconscious now. Ventilator hissing. Oxygen mask over his face. Skin gray as concrete. Days left. Maybe a week. But he's not alone. Leora sits by the window, backlit by winter light, hair down. The first time Matthias has seen it loose. "Close the door." She reaches for a folder, cream-colored, embossed logo, holds it in her lap. "He had the lawyers draft this yesterday. A prenuptial agreement." She reads aloud. "CEO title upon marriage, but divorce within 10 years? You forfeit everything." It's a cage. It's a partnership. We're both saving people who'll never know our names, workers who'll keep their pensions. That makes us the same. And then she says it. "I don't love you. You don't love me. But we're both willing to marry someone we don't love to protect something bigger." My father calls it pragmatism. I call it loneliness with a mission statement. Matthias sits. Eye level now. "You know about her." "The journalist? I've known for 3 weeks. I had you followed." No anger, no jealousy, just ruthless clarity. "I don't care who you sleep with. I care if you show up on Saturday. After that, I don't care if you're miserable. I just care that you don't leave." If someone offered you a kingdom, but the price was a decade in a cage, would you sign? Leora hands him the folder, offers a pen. He looks at her. Really looks. She's not his enemy. She's his mirror. And that's what terrifies him. He takes the pen. Ventilator. Rain. His breath. He signs. Leora takes the folder. Doesn't smile. Just says, "Thank you." At the door, she pauses. Does she know yet? About the wedding? No. Then you'd better tell her before I do. When this is over, will it have been worth it? Ask me in 10 years, when the prenup expires and we're both still alone. She leaves. Door closes. Matthias alone. Gideon unconscious. Machines breathing for a dying king. The signed prenup on the table. He pulls out his phone. Zara's contact. Types, "Can we talk?" Deletes it. Types, "I love you." Deletes that too. The unsent messages. Cowardice disguised as mercy. He looks at Gideon one last time. You win. He leaves. Suite empty except for a dying man. And the machines that won't let him go. 11 p.m. Sub-level parking garage. 2 nights before the wedding. Matthias has been waiting for 20 minutes. Manila folder on the passenger seat. The controlled version of the truth. Offshore accounts, email threads, Gideon's signatures. Everything Zara needs. Nothing that traces back to Matthias. Her text. Here, where are you? Headlights turn the corner. Her Honda. She parks, kills the engine. Silence except for the ventilation hum. She gets out, walks toward him. Tired, suspicious. Why here? Privacy. Why now? He holds out the folder. This is everything. Gideon's signature, the fraud. But you can't publish until after the wedding. What wedding? Silence. Ventilation hum. Fluorescent buzz. Mine. What? I'm getting married. Saturday. To Leora Hale. The folder in her hands. The truth in her ears. The world reconfiguring. How long have you known? 8 weeks. 8 weeks. The number lands like a slap. Gideon made me an offer. Marry Leora, become CEO, stop the takeover. 10,000 people keep their jobs. I'm doing this to save... You're doing this to save yourself. She's shaking now. Fury and heartbreak. If you marry her, I lose you and the story. Because once you're legally bound, you'll never testify. I can still help you. I don't want your help. I wanted your honesty. She looks at the folder. This is you trying to buy forgiveness. She turns, walks toward her car. Zara! She spins back. Do you love her? No. Do you love me? Yes. Then don't marry her. He says nothing. She nods, gets in her car, slams the door. Taillights. Red. Bright. Climbing the exit ramp. Fading. Smaller. Gone. If you had to choose between the person you love and 10,000 people you'll never meet, could you live with either answer? Matthias stands alone. Fluorescent light, ventilation hum. The ugliest light in the world. The elevator to the penthouse is waiting. Doors open. He walks toward it. Steps inside. Presses the button. His reflection in the steel, fractured, distorted, splitting into pieces. The door is open. He steps into the light. 7 a.m. Gideon's suite. Matthias hasn't slept, still in yesterday's clothes. Leora's text at 6:47. He's awake, asking for you. Now. Gideon's propped higher, oxygen mask off, eyes clear, burning. Leora tells me you signed the prenup. I did. Good, because we have a problem. He knows about the files, the ones Matthias gave Zara. Parking carriage, last night. You think I don't have cameras in my own building? Matthias's control was illusory. Gideon's been watching. You've been compromised. The girl has evidence, and she's angry. Angry people publish. I'm moving the wedding. This weekend. Saturday becomes Thursday. That's 2 days. Closer to 36 hours. No time to think, only react, the trap accelerating. I've already notified the officiant, Thursday at noon. You agreed to this? I suggested it. He's alone. They're united. And if I say no? Then I sell to Palliser myself, today. Throw some VP under the bus. Protect my name long enough to die with a clean obituary. Full ruthlessness revealed. You think you're special. You think you're the first man I bought. Your mother cleaned these floors, this hospital, 16 years ago, night shift. I never learned her name. The words landing like blows. I chose you because I knew you'd say yes. Men from nothing always say yes, because you remember what nothing feels like. I gave you a kingdom, Matthias, and you'll take it, because men like you always do. No denial, no anger, just hollow recognition. He leaves. Door closes. If someone handed you everything you ever wanted, but first told you exactly what it cost to become the kind of person who'd take it, would you still reach out your hand? He pulls out his phone, Zara's contact. No new messages. He scrolls up, finds her last text from 2 days ago. I love you. Also, I'm out of coffee. He types, I'm sorry. Deletes it. Types, please don't publish yet. Deletes it. Types, you were right about everything. Deletes it. Unsent apologies. Moral cowardice. He descends. 52, 51, 50. Falling, not rising. Lobby, doors open. Morning light, crowd, lives intersecting. He stands in the middle, surrounded, completely alone. Phone buzzes. Leora. Rehearsal notes attached. Another buzz. Unknown number. This is Zara's editor. We're running the story Monday. Call me by Friday if you want to comment. Monday, 3 days after the wedding. He deletes the message. Walks toward the exit. City noise, traffic, construction. The roar of a world that doesn't care. 10 a.m. New York Observer. Editor's office. Zara sits across from Marcus Chen. The draft is on his screen. The folder spread on his desk. Matthias's files. Gideon's signatures. This is Pulitzer level. We publish tomorrow. Front page. Zara doesn't smile. She's staring at the worker impact page. 10,247 employees. If we publish tomorrow, the takeover accelerates. The workers lose everything. That's not our job. Our job is the truth. But if reporting it makes their situation worse, then that's the cost of transparency. She stands, paces to the window. Gray city beyond. Matthias said if the takeover happens, 10,000 jobs gone in 18 months. He was telling the truth about that part. He's also marrying into the family to protect himself. I know. So why are we having this conversation? I'm not protecting him. I'm protecting them. The workers. They're the story. What if we hold it? Just for a week? She's calculating. If we wait until after the wedding, Matthias becomes CEO. The succession holds. The takeover stalls. Workers keep their jobs. And then we publish, with his testimony. You really think he'll testify after he's CEO? I think he's still capable of doing the right thing, even if it destroys him. You're in love with him. She doesn't deny it. Can you love someone and still demand they destroy themselves to prove they were worth loving? 1 week. Get his testimony by next Friday. He implicates himself, Gideon, everything. Or we publish without him. Deal. What changed? Last night you wanted blood. I still do. But I'd rather destroy him with the truth than let 10,000 people become collateral damage in my revenge. She's become what she feared. A calculator. Just like them. 11 a.m. Midtown corner. She pulls out her phone. Matthias's contact. She hits voicemail. His voice. Beep. It's me. I know you're getting married Thursday. I'm giving you 96 hours. Marry her if you have to. Become CEO. Save the company. But when it's done, you meet me at my apartment and you tell the truth. On the record. I'm holding the story until Monday, not for you, for them. But if you don't show, I publish anyway. And you'll spend the rest of your life knowing you could have been honest and chose the crown instead. I don't know if the man I loved still exists, but I'm giving him one chance to prove he does. 96 hours, Matthias. She hangs up, stands on the corner. Sunlight breaks through clouds, then fades. He listens to the message. 96 hours. Silence. He closes his eyes. 48 hours until the wedding. 96 until the reckoning. He's been given one last chance to be honest after the lie is complete. 24 hours before the wedding. Hale Estate, Connecticut. 12,000 square feet of American aristocracy. 40 guests, governors, board members, old money. The chapel, stained glass from Burgundy, pews of hand-carved walnut, white roses, no color. Leora at the altar, coordinating, performing competence. Matthias in the third pew, alone, watching. The door opens. Gideon Hale, wheelchair, oxygen tank, gray suit hanging loose. He's dying, but he's here. And he's winning. You look like a king already. Tomorrow, this becomes real. The press release is drafted. The stock will rise. The cage will close. And if I don't show up, you'll show up. Because the alternative is admitting you destroyed the woman you love for nothing. The door again. Lighter. Hesitant. A woman enters. Navy dress. Coat over her arm. Uncomfortable. Matthias's mother. She worked here 30 years ago. Night shift. Scrubbing floors after galas like this one. The estate as origin and arrival. His entire arc geographically contained. After the rehearsal, Matthias escapes outside. Stone bench, fountain dormant for winter. His mother sits beside him. I worked here, 1994 to 97. I used to wonder what kind of people got married in that chapel. Is this what you want? The question he's been avoiding for 8 weeks. It's not that simple. It is. You're either choosing this or you're letting it happen to you. Those aren't the same thing. If you can't answer whether you want the thing you're about to do, does that mean you've already decided? Or that you're too afraid to admit you haven't? Leora finds him. Small study, dark wood, single lamp. Tomorrow you're going to say, "I do." And I need to know you won't humiliate me. And if I can't, then we both lose. She's not begging. She's negotiating. One last time. I'll be there. At the door, he asks, "Do you ever regret it? Choosing this?" 5 seconds of silence. Every day. But regret doesn't pay pensions. She leaves. He's alone in the study, half his face in shadow. He's already gone through with it, in every way that matters. Wedding day, 11:47 a.m., Hale Estate Chapel. Matthias in the side room, peak lapels, Tom Ford tuxedo. He looks the part. The attorney, "They're ready for you." The chapel, 40 faces, winter sun through stained glass. Gideon in the front row, wheelchair, oxygen tank. He nods. Approval. Possession. Matthias takes his place at the altar, hands clenched behind his back, hidden. The quartet plays Pachelbel. Leora's the doors open. Leora, Valentino, Ivory. No veil, no bouquet. She walks alone. She doesn't smile, doesn't perform joy, just walks. Matthias scans the pews, looking for her. Board members, politicians, his mother, Gideon. No Zara. Relief and devastation. Her absence is both. "Matthias, do you take Leora to be your lawfully wedded wife?" 3 seconds. "I do." "Leora, do you take Matthias?" "I do." The cage closes. Rings. Platinum. Simple. He slides hers on, she slides his on. Mechanical. "I now pronounce you husband and wife." No kiss, just a handshake. The audience applauds, polite, muted. The sound of obligation. If you say "I do" in front of 40 witnesses, but mean "I have to," did you make a vow or just a transaction? Champagne, past hors d'oeuvres, Brahms in the corner. 75 guests talking markets, policy, anything but the wedding. Matthias and Leora receiving congratulations. "Well done. Prosperous partnership. Your mother must be proud." He's nodding, smiling with his mouth. Eyes dead. Leora finds him by the window. "We survived." Cars coming in 30 minutes. Joint statement Monday. CEO Wednesday, pending Gideon's death. This is the part where I'm supposed to say it gets easier. It doesn't. You just get better at performing. We survived, Matthias. Now we just have to live with it. 14 missed calls, all from Zara. 1 voicemail. 12:03 p.m., 3 minutes after "I do." He presses play. "I waited. I thought you'd choose differently. You didn't come. I'm done waiting. I'm killing the story, not for you, for them. But I need you to know, you didn't save anyone. You just made sure no one would know what you sacrificed. I hope it was worth it." She hangs up. Silence. He presses delete, then cancel. He can't delete her, can't move forward, can't go back. He's won. And he's lost everything. 4 p.m., Hale Estate. 2 black sedans waiting. Leora exits first, coat over her wedding dress. Thursday morning, 10 a.m., transition paperwork. She gets in the first car. Door closes. Tail lights disappear. Matthias gets in the second car. No airport, no Aspen, just Manhattan. 30 minutes later, he's staring at his phone. Zara's voicemail, still undeleted. He presses call. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Voicemail. Her voice from weeks ago. Leave a message. Beep. 10 seconds of silence. The phone waiting. He hangs up, without leaving a message. Unknown number. Zara's editor. Story is killed, permanently. She's requested a leave of absence. Don't contact her. She's made her choice. She's made her choice. If you destroy someone to save yourself, and they walk away without fighting back, does that make you free or just alone? Pull over. The car stops, hazard lights blinking. He steps out. Highway shoulder, I-95, still in his tuxedo, traffic roaring past. Complete collapse beneath the surface, held together only by the tuxedo. He stares at her photo. Dive bar, 6 months ago. She's laughing, looking at him like he's the only good thing in the room. Mr. Verne, where are we going? Queens, 37th Avenue. Third floor walk-up. Her window. Dark. He climbs the stairs. Knocks. 3 times. Their code. Silence. Zara, I know you don't want to see me. You were right. About everything. I didn't save anyone. I just made sure no one would know. Silence. Maybe she's not home. Or maybe she's inside, 10 feet away, choosing silence. He slides an envelope under the door. I'm sorry. He leaves. Footsteps descending, fading. She was there, sitting on the floor, back against the wall. She heard every word. The envelope lies by the door. She picks it up, reads his handwriting. I don't expect forgiveness. I just needed you to know the truth. She almost opens it. She sets it on the counter, unopened. Turns off the light, sits back down. Darkness, street light through the window. Her breathing, nothing else. 11 p.m., her building. Matthias has been sitting in the car for 2 hours, watching her window. Her light comes on. She's home. He steps into the rain. He stands at the base of the stairs, pulls out his phone, dials. From his phone, from her apartment above, she answers. Silence. 5 seconds. Rain. Her breath through the speaker. I'm downstairs. I know. Can we talk? You got married today. What are we supposed to talk about? I need to explain. You don't. I already know. The jobs, the company, the greater good. You don't get to give that speech again just because you're sad now. Please. 5 minutes. Wait there. She hangs up. 2 minutes. Rain soaking through his tuxedo. Her door opens. She descends. Jeans, oversized sweater, eyes swollen but dry. She stops 2 stairs from the bottom, eye level. You don't get to do this. You don't get to marry her and show up here like I'm the side character in your redemption arc. I did it for the workers. No, you did it for the corner office. You lied. You kept me close so you could feel like a good person while you made every choice a bad person makes. You used me as your moral mirror. I love you. No. You loved who you were when you were with me. That's not the same thing. Can you love someone and still use them to avoid seeing who you've become? She pulls out the folder, the one he gave her, rain-spotted, wrinkled. I don't need this anymore. You need to live with what you are. She looks at him one last time. I hope she's worth it. She's not. None of it is. I know. She climbs the stairs, doesn't look back. Door opens, closes. Matthias stands in the rain, folder in his hands. Her window light goes dark. He opens the folder. His own signature, 3 years old. The proof of who he was before he became who he is now. Some things, once broken, remain broken. He stands there, doesn't move, doesn't leave, just stands in the rain. 2 a.m., Lenox Hill, hours after the rain. Matthias arrives, still in the ruined tuxedo, folder under his arm, pages warped from rain. Suite 4207, door ajar. Ventilator, louder now, labored. Gideon in the bed, unconscious, gray as ash. Leora in the chair by the window, same position as 2 days ago.
You're late. He has hours, maybe less.
She glances at the folder, at his state.
You went to see her.
Yes.
Did she take you back?
No.
Good. It would have made this more complicated.
Gideon's breathing changes, a gasp. His eyes open, cloudy, struggling to focus. He sees Matthias, smiles, thin, victorious. You did it. The company is safe. The board voted this morning. Your CEO effective on my death. Was it worth it? Everything you sacrificed? Ask me when you're dying. The answer that's not an answer. Don't waste time on regret. You made the hard choice. Live with it like a king. One more breath. Long. Rattling. Then stillness. Monitor flatlines. Single tone. Mechanical. Final. He's gone. 3:31 a.m. Gideon Hale dies. If you inherit a throne built on graves, do you become a king, or just the next body waiting for burial? Leora, checking her watch. Press statement at 6 a.m. Markets open at 9:30. We'll need to be available for analyst calls. He just died. I know. And now we have a company to run. Business continues. Grief scheduled for later or never. Death certificate. The administrator slides the form across the desk. Deceased, Gideon Hale. Time of death, 3:31 a.m. Next of kin, Leora Hale, Verne. Matthias Verne. Matthias picks up the pen. He signs. His hand doesn't shake. Leora leaves. You'll figure it out. You always do. Matthias stands alone. Reflection in the glass. Hospital behind, city ahead. He's CEO now. He saved 10,000 jobs. Married a woman he doesn't love. Lost the woman he did. Buried the truth. Gideon is dead. And his hand didn't shake. The first year. Spring, 3 months after Gideon's death. New signage installed. Matthias Verne, Chief Executive Officer. Youngest CEO in Hale history. Forbes cover. Visionary leader. Stock up 14%. Activist threat receding. The world believes the story he's selling. 6 months. Penthouse, 67th floor. Leora at one end of the table, Matthias at the other. 12 feet between them. Seared scallops, microgreens, architectural plating. Neither of them eats. Do you regret it? Every day. Me too. Shared regret. No comfort in the sharing. 9 months. He's scrolling news. Stops. New York Observer. Byline, Zara Chin. First emotion in months. Her prose, sharp, relentless. Still fighting for people the system discards. He hovers over her name, tempted. He locks the phone, looks away. If you know where someone is, but choose not to reach them, Are you protecting them? Or just protecting yourself from what you've become? Holiday Gala, 200 guests, crystal, champagne, gold and white. Matthias and Leora, hand on arm, hand at back, smiles timed perfectly. Success as endurance, celebration as labor. Later, 2 a.m., penthouse. He stands at the window, still in his tuxedo. Leora finds him. Can't sleep either. The company's stable. We saved 10,000 jobs. So why does it feel like we lost? He doesn't answer. Year 1. Success confirmed. Emptiness total. Year 3. Hale Industries boardroom. Winter. Matthias at the head of the table. 38 now. Looks 50. Palliser Capital has re-emerged. 6% acquired. Quiet accumulation. The threat returns. Everything they sacrificed might have been for nothing. He's at the window. Same spot. 3 years. Scotch in hand. First drink we've seen. Leora enters, coat on. We should talk. About? Selling. No. We saved it. Maybe that's enough. Gideon didn't die for us to give up. Gideon died for nothing. Just like we're living for nothing. I want a separation. Not shock. Inevitability confirmed. Divorce forfeits everything. So we separate. I'll take London, you stay here. We'll show up twice a year for photos, but I'm done living this lie. She leaves tomorrow. I don't blame you. We made the same choice. I just don't want to keep paying for it in the same room. Matthias alone. 67 floors up. 4,000 square feet. Every luxury amenity. Empty living room. Unused kitchen. Table set for one. Her office now vacant. If you gain everything you were promised, but everyone who helped you get there walks away, did you win? Or were you just the last one left? He's on the floor, back against the couch, Scotch beside him. Phone buzzes, voicemail. Leora's voice. I'm in London, settled. I wanted to check in. I don't regret leaving. I only regret how long I stayed. He's alone. 67 floors up. The whole city below. He's never felt smaller. Year 5. Private jet, 35,000 feet. Matthias, 40 now, alone in a cabin that seats 8. He's scrolling news, financial analysis, Hale Industries, stock stable. The fight continues. He swipes to the next article. Stops. Headline. Zara Chin wins Pulitzer for investigative reporting. Different case. Same fight. She won. He reads the article. Her prose sharper now, angrier. The idealism tempered into precision. Her photo, professional. Hair shorter, eyes tired. Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative journalist. He stares, memorizing, or remembering. He opens his phone, starts a new email, types. Zara, congratulations. You deserve it. You were right. About everything. His thumb hovers over send. 10 seconds. Engine hum. He deletes it. If someone you loved became everything they were meant to be, without you, are you allowed to be proud? Or does your absence from their story make even that feeling theft? Peninsula Hotel, 40 floors up. $10,000 suite. He stands at the window, Victoria Harbor below. City lights, red, blue, gold, bleeding through glass. Same position as every window for 5 years. Room service uneaten, bed untouched. Utterly alone. He sits on the bed, opens the article again. 4th time. He's read it 4 times. Zooms in on her photo, studies her face. She's smiling, but her eyes... He knows that tiredness. Pride that she won, devastation that he's not part of it. He lies back, stares at the ceiling, whispers to the empty room, "I'm proud of you." No one hears. Midnight. Corner office, 55th floor. Matthias alone. The city sprawling behind him, the machinery asleep. He is not. On the desk, quarterly projections, 3 phones, scotch, Forbes magazine. His face on the cover. The steady hand, how Matthias Verne built a $4 billion powerhouse. External success quantified. Internal void, infinite. His assistant. Board meeting confirmed for 6 a.m. Go home. It's midnight. Her office light clicks off. Footsteps recede. Elevator chime. He's alone now, on the entire floor. He opens the bottom drawer, the one with a lock. Inside, the folder. The folder Zara returned in the rain 5 years ago. He's kept it, never opened it, just kept it. He lifts it out, sets it on the desk, opens it. 3rd page. His signature. 3 years before he met Zara. Approving the shell company, the pension transfers, the fraud. He didn't save anyone. The workers still have jobs, that's true. 10,000 families. But the pensions were never restored. The fraud was never exposed. He didn't save them. He just made sure no one knew what they'd lost. If you protect people from the truth of what was done to them, are you their savior? Or just another architect of their exploitation? He picks up his phone, unlocks it. Her number, still there, under Z. 5 years, never deleted. His thumb hovers over call. What would he even say? He locks the phone, sets it down. He stands at the glass, 55 floors up, same view as Gideon. He thinks of Zara asleep on his shoulder. 6 years ago, files everywhere. The last time he felt like a person instead of a position. He whispers to the empty room, "I'm sorry." No one hears. He saved the company. He has the title. His name is on the building, and he's never been more alone. We opened with a man in a parking garage, choosing between love and a kingdom. We close with a king in a tower, realizing he chose neither. Matthias Verne is 42 now, CEO of a $4 billion company. His name is on the building. His face is on magazine covers. He saved 10,000 jobs. The takeover was averted. The workers still clock in, still get paychecks, still have roofs over their heads. That part is true. But he eats alone, sleeps alone, wakes at 4 a.m. to emails from people who'll never know his name. Leora runs the European division now, London office. They're civil. Twice a year, they're photographed together for the annual report. She's dating a curator in Paris, someone who's never heard of Hale Industries, someone who doesn't care. Matthias is happy for her, he thinks. Zara never married. She's the most feared investigative journalist in America now. Pulitzer winner. Her apartment is bigger, still in Queens, but bigger. She thinks of Matthias sometimes. wonders if he saw the news, if he read her articles, if he thinks of her. She doesn't regret walking away, but she regrets that walking away was necessary. So the question remains, did he make the right choice? 10,000 families have roofs over their heads because he lied, because he married a woman he didn't love, because he buried the truth. But he buried himself, too. Is a kingdom worth the man you had to kill to build it? Image. Intimate. Matthias keeps Zara's Pulitzer article in his desk drawer, next to the folder. He's read it 200 times. On the best days, he tells himself he did the right thing, that sacrifice is noble, that the workers mattered more than his happiness. On the worst days, he knows he just did the easy thing and called it sacrifice. It's dawn now. He's still in the office. 55th floor, the city waking below. He looks out at the glass towers, the grid of light, the empire he saved. And he wonders if anyone would notice if he just stopped. But he won't. He'll shower, change his shirt, sit in the boardroom at 6 a.m. and review quarterly projections. Because that's what kings do. They show up. They perform. They rule. Even when the kingdom is empty. This is American Billionaire Tales, where fortune meets fate, and the cost of winning is learning what you lost. Next time, a widow inherits an empire built on secrets, and the lawyer hired to protect her legacy is the one person who knows the truth.